Perched high atop a 40-foot sandstone cliff, Rock Mill is the largest and oldest surviving mill in all of Ohio. This week, the 4,800-pound restored water wheel, made entirely of white oak, was lowered into a supporting structure. The wheel will turn millstones to grind corn and grain into meal and flour, as it did in the 1800s. Work began in 2006 under the supervision of one of only 4 millwrights in the country who consulted old photographs for authenticity.
The first thing that struck me was the uniqueness of the site. You have a natural 14-foot waterfall, quality timbers of the size and dimension that were readily available in the 1790s and later are just very difficult to find today.
Rock Mill was built to harness the power of the Upper Hocking Falls, a gorge carved by glacial meltwater 14,000 years ago. Early settlers had to scour out the cliffs by hand to construct the first grist mill on the site in 1799, which was later destroyed by high water.
When the mill was built in 1824, it was a difficult time. Many people say the good old days, but it wasn't. Time was very difficult. You had to harvest your grains out of the field, get them to a mill to get them processed to be able to use them.
The passage of a parks levy last November ensured the project would continue, which cost about $700,000. Kelly Mesterly, now with Historical Parks, recalls visiting Rock Mill as a youngster.
Kind of a ghost of a structure, gray, falling apart, leaning into the gorge, and I remember thinking someone needed to do something about this, and it turns out that someone is actually all of us here in Fairfield County.
These were green buildings long before we ever thought of that catchphrase, what's green. There was no carbon footprint here. It simply used the power of falling water.
In Fairfield County, meteorologist Ben Galver, NBC4.